Africa's philanthropy, can get that out, field is changing with the rapid emergence of structured forms of strategic philanthropy by wealthy Africans, the success of channels for collective giving to social causes, and the emergence of African associations of I can't get that word out this morning. Philanthropists, grant makers. I've got my director laughing at me in my ear and other social investors. But what is the size of this market? Where are funds being donated? And how far along is South Africa in terms of its philanthropic, I'm going to get this right, landscape? Nkotolo Hlongwane, philanthropy specialist at Nedbank Private Wealth, joining me for some more insights. Sure. Okay. Let's get onto the topic. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let's talk about the giving report, because it's slightly backwards looking when it comes to the year it was published, 2010, but it certainly does give some insight into what high net worth individuals are doing when it comes to giving in South Africa. 93.5% of high net worth individuals surveyed here are giving money to social causes. I mean, give us an indication of how much money that is.
Good morning, Sam. We're actually busy finalizing the follow-up study of that report, and the results will be published later this month. Giving by high net worth individuals continues in South Africa. The current study tells us, the findings of the current study reveal that actually 9 out of 10 high net worth individuals in South Africa give to charitable causes. This time round, we were able to estimate total giving by high net worth individuals, and we estimate that figure to be about 8 billion rand for the year of the total giving of 2012.
So 8 billion rand is what high net worth individuals are giving away in South Africa. I mean, how does that create a business for the likes of Nedbank and BOE, of course, with your private clients division?
Well, Sam, in our space, we try and help our clients professionalize and be strategic about their giving, and encourage sustainable giving in sustainable organizations, and also assist clients in taking advantage of the tax benefits that are available to them for their philanthropic activities.
So from an incentivization perspective, does government have in place any tax incentives? Does it make good business sense to be giving away your money?
Definitely it does, Sam. As an individual or family, if you're donating to an organization that has public benefit organization status, which is a tax exempt status that is issued by SARS, you pay no donations tax. And furthermore, you can get a tax deduction of up to 10% of your taxable income. And SARS earlier in the year indicated that actually they're looking to extend that to subsequent years. So there is an incentive for individuals to donate to charitable causes, but obviously more incentives would go a long way. Looking at the US market, they have up to 50% tax deductions for any philanthropic giving.
So of course, we still have some catch up to do. I mean, in the US, of course, very much known for philanthropic initiatives there, and the fact that it is more structured. What does that mean? What does that word structured philanthropy mean?
The US market has over 1 million registered trusts or foundations, which definitely tells us they are more strategic in their giving, and they definitely look at the long term in terms of sustainable giving, which is what we try and encourage here in South Africa. They are definitely the most established and the biggest market, and their philanthropic activities are estimated to be about 2.2% of their GDP. So, I mean, it is a huge kind of initiative on that side, but when it comes to creating those kind of structures in South Africa, are we moving towards that, or is there still a case of, case by case, giving your money away? The findings of our study, Sam, do reveal that not a lot of high net worth individuals have a budget or a strategy for their giving. So we are still seeing predominantly a lot of ad hoc giving and emotional response to a crisis or distress, but we are slowly trying to get individuals to become more strategic, and we are slowly seeing a change.
What does a strategic philanthropy investment strategy mean?
I think it's about addressing the cause more than just addressing the symptom, really. So it's looking at the long term. It's looking at the long term, setting aside a budget, possibly committing funds up front and setting up a separate legal entity such as a trust or charitable foundation to carry out your philanthropic activities.
Interesting that, of course, from an African perspective, we have many wealthy individuals, high net worth individuals across the African continent, and yet Africa is almost seen as mainly the recipient of donor aid and recipient of philanthropic money, as opposed to perhaps being seen as co-investors in these kind of initiatives. Is that shift changing in the mindset of international philanthropic donors?
I think the myths around philanthropy are starting to shift, Sam. We are seeing a lot of work that is being done in trying to understand and document indigenous giving, because as Africans, the culture of giving is embedded in our culture, really. So we are now starting to see works that are coming out that are documenting and telling us and giving us more information in terms of how low wealth communities are giving, which is what we call horizontal philanthropy, where...
So is that an emerging trend, or is that something we're just unearthing when it comes to actual data?
It's something that's always been around, Sam,
Yeah.
but I think it's something that we're now able to document and have evidence of.